Welcome to Sean's show. I'm here with my friends my old friend Max Isaacson, and my new friend Sara. Afkami. Thank you so much for doing the show.
Thanks, man.
Sorry, we were all casual, and then I went, thanks for doing the show. Shout out to my one Patreon subscriber. His name is your boy A-Rocks.
All right.
A-Rocks rocks.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. But I put it out on YouTube, so potentially tens of people will listen to this.
It's exciting.
But
it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up.
Yeah, well, we'll see. If I'm gonna kill myself if it doesn't happen. I feel like we're about to do a real estate deal. Honestly, we should have all gone into real estate.
Law school is my little.
Oh, law school? You want to do law school?
I mean, in my mind, there's another dimension where I'm like a happy lawyer, well-adjusted.
I don't know very many happy, well-adjusted. I think honestly, you're happier now than you would be as a lawyer.
Thank you.
I interviewed a lawyer in this very room last week.
How'd it go?
Very good, very good. He was he's a criminal defense attorney, and he told me all the secrets of Austin crime. There's a crack tree. I think we walked by it. Like
everyone does their trades there, or
yeah, like everyone does. I sell all my crack there. I don't know if it's the crack tree.
Oh, the crack tree? Yeah.
I kind of have my own crack tree.
Oh, I thought it was where you blew guys for crack.
There's probably that too. But no, it was a really good interview. We talked about canines, like police dogs.
Yeah,
and
the German
stuff.
Shepherds. They're amazing.
I want to shoot every police dog.
Oh, that's
in the head.
So you're pandering. You don't. Yeah, right. ACAB.
No, yeah, ACAB includes dogs. Every dog cop is a bastard. AdCab.
Oh, excuse me. Is that how you say it? I've only read it. I don't know. People slide in my DMs saying it.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What is AdCab?
All cops are bastards.
Oh, I was saying all dog cops are bastards, but ACAB.
I thought you were correcting my
Oh,
pronunciation.
no. I was saying AdCab. Oh, no.
That's beautiful. Look at you.
Wait, people come into your DMs and they're like, ACAB?
I don't recall why. I may have said something about a cop or something. I actually have very good encounters with them in Beverly Hills. They're delightful there.
Yeah.
I wanted to hit on a cop that was with a bunch of other cops. She was cute, but I don't know. It was just, she was in the middle of coffee with everybody.
I thought you said hate. I thought you meant you said hit.
Hit on, not hit a cop.
I thought you meant hate. I was like, yeah, I wanted to hate on this one female cop, the one female cop in Austin that's actually doing good work. I wanted to hate on her.
Yeah, I was like, you never call me, Tina.
I have to admit, actually, because of the writer's strike, and I also, because I have an S corp, fun tax stuff, but I can't rely on the government. Because I'm an independent contractor. I get no government.
I'm not a poor bitch.
Yeah, well, but I actually did apply to be a cop for the Beverly Hills Police Department.
No way.
But then my dad was super supportive of it, and it made it less appealing. It was hilarious, and then my dad was on board, and I was like, it's not so exciting anymore.
He's like, Sarah, you could do anything. You could clean up this city. He's like a police chief. He's like the Brooklyn police chief. You're my daughter. You could clean up this city.
Full disclosure, he's actually a motivational speaker that's going through a rough patch.
That's crazy.
Super depressing.
He's like, I want pictures of Spider-Man. I want pictures of Spider-Man, Sarah. Wow. Wait. So he so you wanted so the strike happened, and then
4 months now.
4 months.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we were talking. You were saying that you get. I don't know if you're not comfortable.
Let's talk about it. Let's do it.
Yeah, and again, I'm a pro union guy.
Of course, same here.
I think the comedians should have. I always say the only reason comedians don't have a union is because we're too selfish.
Exactly.
We're all stand-ups are real scabs.
Absolutely.
As the moment one guy's like, what if we tried to share? Fuck you, die! Get out of my way!
They're my 10 minutes. They're my 10 minutes.
What if everyone got a mandated 10 minutes? You literally killed MLK. They would assassinate him. If you tried to unionize stand-up comedy, you would be assassinated.
Oh man.
There's a strip joint in LA in North Hollywood that just unionized. Actually, I don't know anything about their demands or anything, but it's a beautiful thing.
Are you pitching me a sitcom right now? Because I love it.
Working strippers for every day.
And they're union busting the strippers.
Michael Keaton.
What do you get paid? What do you get paid, Jane? Or what are stripper names?
Candy.
Desiree,
Moon Mountain,
Sapphire.
Not that.
Moon Mountain. What is she? 500 pounds.
500. Moon Rocks. Your next stripper. But so how's the strike going? What's your out? What was your reaction when it really the wheels started turning, and then how do you feel now?
Well, I would say early on it was vindicating because, I had been on some mini rooms, if you're familiar. Like, it's a way where studios can save money. They're not shooting the pilot. Instead, they're spending money on writers kind of developing it.
Yeah.
So I thought it was kind of vindicating to know that 97% of the members voted to give, to authorize it. So that was nice. I was like, oh, I'm not the only one that's like, I'll have some work and then I won't. Like, it's confusing because one minute you're making $10K a week and then you're making nothing. So
Jesus
it'd be rough.
Christ. And it's all free. Are you a W-9?
1099, whatever.
Oh, okay.
I think. It is W. I fill out the W-9, but it's 1099.
It's the one where it fucks you, right? It's independent. Is it independent contractor work?
For me, because it's also I could have write-offs. Yeah. So that's on me. Like my accountant and I.
Nice.
We wanted to do all the write-offs so that we paid less taxes.
Good. No, well, I mean that's the only way you can do it if you're fucking getting like a job. It's like you're basically freelance, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no steady employment in the industry.
Right. And the guild does have good insurance when you're, making the minimums to get it.
Mm-hmm. But if you're not, like suddenly, can you like suddenly be uninsured? Yep. And then like something happens?
Yep.
Like I hit you with my car. Not you, but like I hit a writer with my car.
What a hypothetical.
No. I'm like mad at Hollywood and like I try to run through the strike with my truck.
Right.
How many of them are insured?
Right. No, it happens. It happens.
That's a joke.
I think there is. It's hilarious. It's great timing.
By the way,
So
all
relevant.
of my monologue podcast is just me threatening violence on different. I literally said on my show, I was like, I wanted a 9/11 Burning Man because Burning Man's going on.
Yeah,
I'm like, it would be good for the world.
Did you see there were protesters that are trying to protest Burning Man?
Yes. And then the Nevada Rangers drove through the blockade.
Yeah.
I thought, because I mean, obviously, like, when you have like, that's actual, like, when you see cars running through people, that's fucking terrorism. And then to see the Nevada Rangers do that.
Nevada Rangers, those are cops?
Yeah,
basically?
It's like the state, isn't it?
I think it's actually tribal land. Like, I don't know if it's like in an actual like Native American tribe or if it's, or if
it might
like
be
the state.
federal land, right?
Yeah.
Do they own? Doesn't the national government own all the?
I think Black Rock City. It's owned by BlackRock, actually. There was actually a fire.
Private equity.
And then BlackRock bought up a lot of the land. So, it's actually funded by Vanguard.
Orgies funded by Vanguard.
But so the strike, so 97%.
We voted to authorize it. Yeah, so that was nice. But I will say, there was a time where, you check in at a booth, it's at all the different studios, and so we just walk in circles. So the walking in circles gets a little old.
Right.
And then I had a captain that emailed a bunch of us and said that Big Brother had seen that we weren't checking in often enough. So I think the Texan in me was a little, don't tell me what to do, and then also the studios, I mean, look, it got a lot hotter in the summer. It was high 90s. And then studios were trimming the trees that we were using for shade. I was about to say that. You read about that?
Yeah, they're the trees are looking a little the leaves are looking a little long.
The branches on some of these trees, do they need to be there? We could shave off these branches.
Yeah, it's become very mustache twirly. It really feels like we're in some sort of hellscape. It's like a bit of a bit of a bit or something.
And it's all Ted Sarandos, Netflix CEO. It's all his fault. That sounds sarcastic. I actually believe that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There are a few other mega yacht guys that just need to have that helicopter pad. It's do you need the helicopter pad on your yacht?
I mean, yeah. I mean, or else how am I going to get to the yacht?
Where am I going to land it if I want to be on the water?
I mean, to push back a little bit, I actually like the yacht pad. So I wonder who the 3% were that voted to not strike. That's hilarious.
They were probably very, very comfortable. Right.
It's just Jimmy Fallon.
Brad Pitt.
Jimmy Fallon's secretly no.
Let us keep working.
James Corden.
Oh, well, did he get fired? People hate him now, right?
People really, really fucking hate his fucking stupid guts.
Why do you think that is?
For me, the moment was when he started dancing in the intersection. Did you see that video? James Corden had a bit where he stops traffic and like people twerking on the cars. And I don't know if they're twerking. That was me. That was my Texan coming out, trying to exaggerate a story.
James Corden's making people look like prostitutes and hookers.
Max, what do you think of the whole Lizzo thing, by the way?
Speaking
of twerking. Delightful twerking.
We delight our customers with booties. How do you feel about it?
I am glad that she got outed because I just feel like we're regulating that people that are super unhealthy. That's like beautiful and it's amazing, and it's too much. I see it too much. I'm sorry. Like I'm not. To tolerate it is fine, but to glorify it a lot, it's just it's too much for me to look at a lot of the time.
Max has a superpower. He can spot a girl and like know her size immediately. It's his best part of
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
No, it's useful.
Yeah.
That's what you like real like.
Yeah.
Like her
I can be like, you're an 8.
Oh, I thought you meant like breast cup sizes.
Oh no, just their.
My bad. I'm sorry. Me going there was.
I
creepy.
can finagle in the breasts a little bit. You know, not literally finagle, but my mind.
In your mind.
Yes.
Can't we all?
You're like, who's that one rapper? 1738. Was that old 90s song? 17.
Oh, shit, I'm so.
I was born in the 90s, so I don't know.
I'm an immortal god. I'm the CEO of the WGA. Man, yeah. So you're against body positive. So you just hate fat people.
It does sound like I don't hate fat people. I just feel like it was just very.
It's okay, Max. This is a safe space.
It is safe, right? No one's. Yeah, this is not going anywhere. But
that wasn't very safe.
No, it is. It's fine. No, this is great. For now, they're going to uncover
clip
these.
that up. No, okay.
They're going to uncover these in 5 years and be like, he's a body shamer. He's a body.
You're just saying. Also, it's like Tim Dillon did do a great thing about how he had a sense that she was maybe self-loathing.
Yeah, and it leashes out to her other people, and she was probably jealous because people were like her other body double. Like they need to look different than her, and if they're starting to look too similar to her, it's probably like She's like, I'm the fat one.
Right. There was a clause apparently in the contracts, the onboarding contracts, that said if you gain too much weight, you're fired.
That's fucking great.
Can you imagine craft services on Lizzo's set? Oh my god!
She lets them only eat.
So good. She's got like bowls of like peanut caramel M&Ms and they're eating
Dude,
carrots.
Lizzo gets a table, and then everyone else gets one table. Like all the backup dancers share one table.
Lizzo gets a trough.
That's the episode title. You just got to. I love it.
Lizzo
it's
gets
funny.
a trough.
Lizzo gets a trough. I for one am not as hateful towards fat people as much as Max.
Whoa, no.
It's all right. It did sound kind of.
Max actually, he's a very svelte guy. He has for the viewers out there, the listeners, he has a background in dance, so he's a fit guy.
Yeah,
but he's very forgiving. I mean, he hangs out with curvy chicks.
I hang out with curvy chicks. I had a fat person living inside me as a dancer. You know,
I love it. You're like, so I got friends that are black. I got friends that are fat.
Listen, I work with a fat chick. It's okay. I let her work with me. It's cool.
But there is a contract with my friends if they get too fat. No, I'm kidding.
It's wild, dude.
Yeah, the Lizzo situation was crazy. It's very. I don't know. What about Taylor's backup dancers? Taylor Swift's. Does she have backup dancers? What's the appeal of being a background dancer?
You create the performance.
You're a professional fucking dancer. I should ask
you.
you. I'm asking this fucking table. What's it like to be a dancer? I'm a dancer right here.
Yeah, you create the performance. Anytime someone's taking up space and moving, there's something going on. So it's always better to like see that, especially when the lead singer can do like some of it with everybody, and then they can like come in like a triangle or some shit. Like looks really cool.
That's dope, dude.
Plus, I'm sure it's pretty good money, and the excitement of being on tour with like a name. It's got to be like validating, right?
I'm too much of a narcissist.
Yeah.
I think I'd be like, I could do that.
Yeah.
Like,
You'd open for Tim Dillon.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but then again, though, that's still just him opening up for Tim Dillon.
Oh, right.
I actually love that analogy. Background dancers are kind of like openers. Yeah. It's honestly very similar.
It is.
But but with background dancers, what's the like upside? Like there's the prospects.
That's it, though. That's the highest you get as a background.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say they can like go off on their own, teach later, and then they have this credit, this like name brand associated. It's a feather in their cap for sure.
Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying, that maybe for your ego, it's not the best thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I interrupted.
No, that's pretty accurate, I'd say. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of like dancing in an ensemble.
Yeah.
You know, with a bunch of other. I've done that for years, dancing with just a bunch of dudes, and you're just like, all right, cool, this is fine.
It's incredible how good you are at dancing.
He's so good, isn't he? So
it's
good.
So shockingly good.
And his posture, like you can see it in his posture too. Like it's just
you like turn on. It's almost like what's that? It's like fucking. It's like MK Ultra.
Yeah, you get brainwashed.
Like you just say a word and Max turns into a super soldier.
Adumame.
Like you say like hentai.
Just fucking suck him out with a leg up my head.
Oh, now we're talking about hentai. The good thing about that is that it doesn't involve any human trafficking, right? It's just voiceover artists.
Yeah.
Like they're all
which are also trafficked, unfortunately.
Are they? No, come on. They've got to just be people in their closets,
Yeah,
like
it's
any
like-
other voiceover actor.
They're all. I mean, all VO actors are trafficked. Are they in the WGA? Or no, they're SAG, aren't they?
They should be SAG. Maybe TAG is actually another one. Not to rhyme.
TAG?
The Animation Guild.
Oh, the Animation Guild.
Possibly.
Are they on strike?
No, they're not.
They're on Discord. They're literally all on Discord playing games. They're like, I don't need money. I have a League of Legends. I'm an ex-gaming addict, by the way.
Oh, is that right? And did you
Ex-aiming as you got over it.
Yeah, like what does it look? What does sobriety look like for you?
Well, it's every day is a struggle.
If you see a controller, do you just like jizz yourself?
I mean, literally. Yeah. No, I mean, not. I won't.
Are you like are you like pacing around GameStop like it's a bar? Like you're just like the new Smash Brothers package came out.
Slapping his vein.
all my friends are like, "Come on, Sean, come out for one game." I'm like, "I'm not that guy. I can't do that."
When did you get started? What was like that first gateway game that got you?
I mean, games have always been a part of my life. You know, my dad games.
Is that right?
My grandfather games.
It all started with Pong.
You know,
Zelda. I'm just thinking Zelda for some reason.
My dad would always play games with me. He'd be like, "You look cute for a boy." No, not.
Whoa, that was a whole different route there. I was thinking sip a beer. I didn't.
He'd be like, "You're home late. Where were you?" No, I feel like I started like my first gaming. What was my first game console? Game Boy Advance. I played Yoshi's Island.
Oh, that's from SNES, right? Yoshi's from that brand, like Mario Kart and all that.
Yeah. And I think they Yoshi's Island. I think it was. I don't know if Yoshi's Island was like an original, if they remade it, but that game was so much fucking fun. You play Yoshi and you eat blue watermelons.
Yum.
And you like get powers. It was, and you like make it's.
You're getting.
I gotta go, guys.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
We're seeing a real time relapse right now.
That was beautiful.
I just had a vision of my mom being like finding out I was playing games all night under my bed covers. And she'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Whoa.
And then she would take the game console from me.
Wow.
And that's when I promised myself that I'd never let my mom win against me. I would. No, she was looking out for me, but it was too late. I blame her.
Oh, that's always.
It's always good.
I think we all blame our parents just for existing. I was telling Max earlier, I want to do a reverse Back to the Future where I like go back in time and break my parents up.
Honestly,
so I don't exist.
Have you heard of this group of people that are like against like I guess it's against exist it's like they're saying like everyone's existence is non-consensual. Mm-hmm. So it's actually like a horrific crime to make a child.
Yeah, they're like child free. There's child free, and then there's like the like incels of child free that are like obsessed. Maybe more the 4chan of it.
Yeah.
So they just like believe that it's your right. You should just be living in your dad's ball sack until you don't have to, and or like, you know what I mean? Like they're saying that like that's where you need to be.
You know, I don't
Life
like,
is
I haven't read into the group that much, but it seems like it's like just don't have kids because it's like you don't have the right to make someone else exist.
Yeah, like the world is already so hard that to like bring someone into it is immoral, highly immoral. Like it's beyond, like child free is like, oh, we want to travel and just have dogs in our strollers.
What do they dinks? Dual income, no kids. Sounds like a racial slur, to be honest. Hey, you see these neighbors with a couple of fucking dinks.
I mean, I will admit right here that I have such envy for gay men. Like,
childless gay men.
Oh my gosh, like just like these whimsical sacks of seeds. They don't even have to deal with like the whole, like the uterus is just not on their radar. So lucky.
No time constraints.
The uterus is not on their radar.
So true.
They never think about it.
And the way they cruise, or back in the day, the way they used to, I mean, pre-COVID, what I would hear, I worked with someone that worked on Queer Eye. No, like the Queer Folk. Queer Folk was scripted, right? Uh-huh. So he would be in WeHo with them. You know, WeHo, West Hollywood.
Love WeHo.
And so like apparently the way cruising would work is like 20 seconds of eye contact, and the guy would be like, I'll be right back. And then they'd go have a romp.
Really?
No words needed.
Yeah, no words, just like connection. And I think it was just so easy. Nobody's ever like, where is this going? I'm on a timeline. You know, there's none of that.
And then go and make a TikTok?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Come back.
That's what I meant by romp. Yes.
They go have a romp. Man, I mean, I just out of curiosity, I was on Craigslist the other day, and I'd always heard about like party and play, and like what's like where you, like gay guys will do meth. And like have all night fuck sessions.
You were looking that up?
Yeah, just like, you know.
What were you looking for? What was your original your allegedly original?
I was like P&P. I was like, is that a drug? Like, can I
you thought it was a game? Yeah, you thought it was video game stuff.
Yeah. PlayStation.
Gamer.
What console is this on?
P&P.
Nintendo Switch.
I emailed a guy. I'm like, hey, I want a P&P.
Actually, while we're still on the video game thread, there's this old movie called The Wizard.
Yeah.
Fred Savage. Uh-huh. It's about they go cross country for Super Mario 3 tournament. I think you should watch it. I don't know.
I love that.
It's like a Power Glove.
It's a movie?
It's a movie. It's basically a 2-hour commercial for Nintendo 3.
Oh shit!
Wow, Nintendo 3. That was like the Nintendo 3 was it like an old console?
Or SNES maybe? Excuse me, Mario 3. So Mario 3
gotcha.
on Nintendo. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But,
sorry, I didn't mean to be all like nip. No, hey, Jamie, look that up. Look up Nintendo 3.
Trans
Does it exist?
Are ruining sports.
Trans women are ruining swimming.
Powerlifting.
The homeless problem in LA.
Beauty pageants.
This is how we get a lot more views on the podcast.
The industry in LA ruins LA.
Look, LA would be great if there was just no entertainment. It would just be, you know what LA would be without entertainment? It'd just be fucking Salt Lake City or like fucking some trash. Just some real trash.
Did you know there are a lot of rich Mormons in the world? Like, I didn't know how savvy Mormons can be.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing.
What's it called? I want to be like an anti-Mormonite. Be like against, like, you know, anti-Semitic. Like, what's the Mormon of anti?
Mormophobic.
Mormophobic. That's great.
I'm a mormophobe. I'll go on the record right now. I'm talking to Lorne Michaels right now. I'm a mormophobe. If you were trying to cast me.
Wow. They're the most giving
Don't like
people.
them.
I feel like you could pass for a Mormon or a Jew. It's just great. You're like
Either
a
one.
shapeshifter. Do you have any like Irish jigs or like lore that you could share with us?
I'm a trickster. Irish are the actual real tricksters. We trick people into giving us alcohol and hit our wives. That's what we do.
The potato thing.
You know, it's so crazy because I'm Irish Catholic and I have so little connection to my culture. It's crazy.
Do you regret that? Like, do you yearn at all? Like, do you want to go there?
I don't yearn to go to Ireland. I don't yearn to go to Ralph's.
Is there even a Ralph's in Austin? You're so LA. When did you get so LA? God.
Austin changed me. I was actually trying to channel. Have you guys seen Django Unchained?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, this is kind of a tangent. I love that one scene in Django Unchained where Leonardo, who does he play? Calvin Candy. Uh-huh. Calvin Candy cracks the joke. He's like, I don't know, 2 forks in Boston. Or he makes some joke about Boston. Everyone cracks up. And even though it's not funny, that's what I want my whole life to be. I want to be surrounded by yes men.
Holding court.
Yeah, holding court. Just be like, I don't know. I don't even want to go to Ralph's. It's like not funny.
I know. That's actually, I think, the hardest thing about being in a writer's room when you're kind of like, you're not like the head writer.
Yeah.
So there's so much of like they'll give a spiel at the beginning where they're like, oh, it's a safe space, no dumb ideas, everyone's equal.
Speak your mind.
Yeah, speak your mind, share whatever.
We want to get the best thing out.
Yeah, best idea wins.
Best idea wins.
But then there's so much hierarchy because you know the guy next to you is making like 10 times what you're making and has been like on the nanny.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
It is. It's definitely interesting because it's really the intersection of like art and commerce and such a mindfuck.
But I'm sure you are at the moment you're like, fuck it, and you just blurt it out and it pays off. the idea like you've got some kind of like, oh, maybe they could do this, maybe the characters could do this?
Yeah, definitely. There sometimes, but I think for me, it's hard to give macro. Like sometimes there will be a macro issue. We're sitting there like polishing a turd.
Yeah.
So it can be challenging because you're like, you want to say the whole concept is flawed,
right?
But you feel like you just can't. Like, I don't know. I also
because you're in too deep.
Yeah, absolutely. And you want to get your contract, upped again.
That's how I felt with the most recent Futurama episode. I'm being critical, but I was just like, you finished it, you did it, but I wasn't. The idea itself wasn't the greatest.
Right.
Damn, Max just left field Futurama.
Oh, sorry.
I love that. No, I love it. We all have our interests.
It's been a while, and it's just like Fry gets locked into TV. He like tries to binge watch. Like he makes his whole goal to binge watch TV.
Yeah.
To see every episode.
Yeah.
So, but then they couldn't keep producing the episodes, so they had to keep making it faster and faster and faster. It was just very slaps. It's a cartoon, I know, but it was just.
Well, if it didn't get you, it didn't get you. No, I mean I agree. Like I think like it's crazy they're still making that show.
I love watching.
Hey, it's getting back.
I love watching things that aren't so compelling sometimes because then you kind of can see, you can learn more sometimes from something like that than a masterpiece. Because you'll be mesmerized by a masterpiece and it's like magic, so it's harder to. But when you see what's missing, it's easier. When you troubleshoot something else, you can kind of learn more about the craft.
100%. Yeah, I mean it's I mean there's so many like I mean it's crazy to think like I mean as far like going back to the strike like there are all these shows. It's like I feel like there's such a crazy like all these franchises are being squeezed. Futurama, The Simpsons, the MCU,
Sex and the City.
Is there a reboot?
Oh yeah, it's getting a third season. It's a lot of people, including myself.
Season.
I mean, look, I have a lot of time on my hands right now, but I watch.
No, you're striking 8 hours a day.
Yeah. But I hate watch it. It's fun. It's like, I mean, it's interesting because it was such a legacy. I don't know if you ever dated someone that was into it or like identified with it.
No.
What's your type? Who are you?
Oh, goth chicks.
Oh, that's right. I thought that was a bit.
No. That's real.
Okay. Oh, so they don't watch mainstream TV.
Yeah, no, they'd be like, we'd like, I don't know. Actually, my last partner.
Lover.
Muse. He transitioned to a man. When I dated her, she was a
amazing.
A woman.
Okay, well, don't pronoun.
Sorry,
her.
yeah, my bad. I have a joke about that. Where I'm like, I won't do it, but I'm like,
oh, come on,
it's
your
like
podcast. Come on.
No, it's
everybody, Sean Riley.
See me live if you want to see the joke. Okay. But it's like or I should just use them.
What a joke tease. Sheesh, we're all blue balled here.
But they are a drag king.
Oh.
So like but also he was a goth too.
So but wait. Excuse me, but does drag and also lives has transitioned officially?
Yes. So when I dated them, they did drag, but had not transitioned.
And that didn't bother you. That's so cool.
No, not at all.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That shows that you're very confident in your masculinity.
Yeah, and I would go to drag shows here in Austin. It's a cool community. It was fun. I went to a lot of drag shows.
And would they be kings and queens sharing stages, or were they generally separate?
Well, so it's
were they like the Sharks and the Jets kind of?
On the strings,
looking at him like,
I gotta get a soundboard. Just an air horn, like a shark. No, well, so it's interesting because at the time, apparently, they were telling me there's a lot of misogyny in drag. Apparently, I had no idea.
I buy that.
But it's because predominantly it's gay men dressing as
cosplaying as women.
Yeah, cosplaying as women. Yeah. And so if you flip the script and it's a woman that's dressing as a man, they are not treated with the same level of respect. There's all this kind of infighting. Politics within the drag community and also drag race. Everyone's it's crazy how many parallels there are to stand up actually in the drag community. It's wild.
Fascinating.
Everyone's trying to get on Drag Race they're trying to get on
yeah. What are your credits? Where'd you come up?
Yeah, Kill Tony, literally. And apparently there's only it's I've watched Drag Race once, but from what I understand it's almost always just gay men on the show.
Yeah.
So it basically filters out this whole other community of people that are in drag that aren't gay men that basically can't be on the biggest show because they're not a gay man.
Whoa, interesting.
And then obviously that would make me super fucking bitter. If I'm like a woman that does drag and I can't be on Drag Race.
Wow. My one of my best friends, she's a triplet. Not that that's relevant.
Oh,
but
shit.
One of her brothers is a drag queen that goes by the name Lady Synagoga. They're Jewish, so Lady Synagoga.
I love that.
Yeah, it's adorable. And now, actually, it's fascinating. He's been gay like the whole time.
Yeah.
And now he's with a trans man.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a very fascinating, like his father is intrigued by all of it. He's like,
And they're all swimmers.
with Leah Thomas.
They're all just like a coked out Republican in Alabama. They're all fucking swimmers.
Taking away these young
I used
kids'
to love
dreams.
watching swimming. But no, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's definitely fascinating that now the parts, I mean, wow. I mean, I don't know if we're going to plug him and tag him, but like, it's just fascinating about the parts because like the parts are a little easier.
Yeah.
Because there was no bottom surgery for this trans.
Oh, okay.
Man, so
there you
kinda
go.
like fits like a lock and a key.
Yeah. You know, I actually saw this video. I talked about this on my other show today, but I saw this video of like Carlos Santana was in between songs, and he was like, Carlos Santana, he was like talking. When you're born, you know who you are. Everyone's like, yeah. It's like, it's very agreeable.
Then?
And then a man is a man. Oh. And a woman is a woman. And the camera cuts to like all these boomers that are like, yeah, Carlos. and then Carlos is like, anyway, here's Evil Ways. I don't know. Or like, and then,
so he's like J.K. Rowling himself.
Kinda. Yeah, literally. I think and then he was like, I stand with my brother Dave Chappelle.
Whoa. Was it like recent or like when Dave?
Yeah, like I saw this video on Twitter like a few days ago.
I didn't even know Carlos Santana talked.
Wow.
He
just
plays the
mumbles.
guitar and
He coined mumble rap actually.
I have a solution to all of this. I say we all become non-binary eunuchs. Like at birth,
Yeah.
all of our stuff is just chopped off. All of it.
I'm down. And then there's no more kids.
Yeah. We would that would all be like test tube. Like
okay. I'm like super. You know what people are like? Oh, science. We shouldn't play God with science. I'm like, honestly, it's crazy. I don't know if I actually believe this, but like, wouldn't it be cool? Like, how much science advancement are we missing out on because of our morality?
absolutely.
So much.
It's like tradition is such bullshit. Like let's embrace technology, lean in. Men should be having butt babies, and we call it a day.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could hold an
I
embryo
would
in your
love
rectum.
to do that shit.
No. I don't know about me. When it comes.
Come on, be a man. Shit a baby out.
Yeah, be a man. Get pregnant. I don't know. It's crazy because men won't even have we won't even take birth control.
Or you won't do
You've heard that?
vasectomies and all that. It's a little snip you won't do.
I would do it. I'm still alive, locked and loaded, but I get a vasectomy like
If one of your goth chicks
if one of my goth chicks was like, I think it's hot if you can't impregnate me, I'd be like, okay.
If she like licked her septum ring.
Yeah, no, there is such a thing as too goth though.
Really? What's the line for you?
I mean,
Like, do you like sleeves? I mean, no judgment.
what's
You
a
like,
sleeve?
Like tattoo arm sleeves?
No, sleeves is too much. Like half a sleeve's hot. Honestly, I like horse girls. I hate goth chicks.
Whoa.
No, I'm kidding.
I was like, what a twist.
No, I think like a couple tattoos. Like my ideal woman, unemployed.
Trad wife.
Unemployed artist. I don't want to be a sugar daddy though. Like she's unemployed, but
Trust fund.
Trust fund, unemployed goth chick.
Fun.
From like, I don't know.
Max is trying to withhold all judgment.
From Tampa.
Ew.
Somewhere.
I'm sorry. Why Tampa?
I don't know, like a place you wouldn't
Come on.
like a small town.
You don't want her to have any culture?
No, I will impart the culture. I'm kidding.
Ooh, that sounds aggressive.
Yeah.
Do you want her to show any emotion?
Yeah, well, here's my theory. Like, it's that meme. It's like a tech bro, goth boy, goth girlfriend, emo boy, or like autistic boyfriend, goth girlfriend.
I think so.
That's like a stereotype, and I totally get that because like I don't have any emotions, and I need like I like can't feel emotions unless she
through someone.
I have to feel them through. Like she has to explain what I'm feeling to me.
Like a histrionic chick would be ideal for you.
I've heard that. What does that word mean?
It's just like someone that feels extreme. Like Amber Heard was diagnosed with histrionic.
Yeah. Amber Heard. That's my my what's it called? My hall
prototype.
Pass. My hall pass. No shitting though.
No. I was just imagining you being like,
no,
Amber.
She did it in his bed.
Oh, God.
Allegedly. But she blamed it on these tiny teacup dogs.
And then they did the DNA test.
I don't know if they tested it. But I think it was like just too big. Like it was like everyone was scoffing because it was definitely human feces. But
she could have bought it. You never know. You never know with Amber.
Fun fact, actually, someone I went to high school with.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if this is a complicated. Okay, so yada yada. His baby mama cheated on him, and then it turns out that her baby daddy from another kid that she has. This woman's got it all together. But cheated with Amber Heard, so she was delighted like years ago because Amber Heard grew up in Hutto. Shout out to. Do you know where that is?
Where's that again?
It's near here.
It's like an hour out.
Oh yeah.
So she's a Texan.
Amber Heard grew up in Hutto.
Yep.
Go her. I mean, come on.
Oh, she made a name for herself.
Yeah, she made it out of the
Made it a Hutto into civil court. Come on.
Yeah, now
That's
she's like banished.
Cool.
She's in some other country.
She's like, one day I'm going to shit in a famous movie star's bed, Mom. You'll see. You'll all see me on the news. I'm going to be the hottest shit ever. It's be better than any reality show you've ever seen.
Oh, Max is the best. I have to say.
Your voices are great.
He's hilarious. He was so kind because we did a mic the other day that was outdoor and it was like kind of depressing.
Lucky Duck?
What was it? Something else. It was free beer. It was depressing for me. Oh,
free beer. Yeah, it's a vegan food truck park. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing mic.
Great.
My set was like meh.
Oh, that's actually a good one.
Oh yeah,
it's a decent mic.
Yeah, the host is amazing.
Host is great. Riley's great. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What's his full
Riley
name?
Pritchett.
Yeah, he's amazing. And but then Max, I was like a quarterback that like had peaked, so I had him watch my roast battle where I crushed. He's so kind about it.
It was good.
You're very kind. But
after that, Mike?
Yeah, after that, I was like demoralized.
I was like watching it. I was like, racism was okay.
Well, it was the Belly Room in 2015. So it was like pre-Trump.
No, it's great.
That's awesome.
No.
Was it damn, these are roast. That's cool.
Yeah, Tony was on the
roast?
panel. This girl Jill Chrissy, she's amazing.
Oh, awesome.
And like it was Tony was on the panel. Who else? Oh, Pete Holmes was on the panel actually.
No
before he
fucking
blew
way.
up. He made fun of my lapels. I had like a jacket on with. He called me a Tim Burton villain. It was pretty funny actually.
That's so.
But everyone needs a friend like Max who like will hold space for when you're being pathetic.
Nah.
And he won't look at you like you're pathetic.
Yeah.
So he's the best.
I appreciate it.
No, Max is a great friend. We've been through a lot together.
We have been pounded.
Yeah.
Can we hear a story to the public?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's so many.
We were always around, just hanging out and doing, I feel like we go to like different places that like comics maybe not go to all the time, and we're here. And I'm like, oh hey, I see you here.
Yeah, I mean, we've been through the shit here together. So much of Austin is just like.
It can be demoralizing and feel like
the mic scene.
It's very seedy, and it makes you feel like there's something wrong with you, and you're like, wait, am I trash? Is this all trash? No, you're not. It's just the vibe of it. It's not you.
Yeah.
Add the selfishness. I think that I beat myself up because I actually hang out like a lot in LA with Orthodox Jews, and they really embrace me. They embrace anybody who's Jewish. Like it's sweet. It's sweet. Like it's a very homey kind of vibe, but. I beat myself up that I'm not like nicer to like stand-ups, but it's like, well, there's not as much of that sense of unity because it's so like dog eat dog competitive, and there's this zero-sum game. So it's like hard to kind of give and be like altruistic when you feel like they would like eat your arm to get a late night spot. Yeah,
and it's like it's so true, and like I think not even just with stand-up, but like it's just hard. I feel like a lot of people just have a scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, whereas I try to be like collaborative and like pay people to hang out with me.
That's great.
I try to, like, hey, like I'm not gonna like make you buy drinks. Like I'll like give you a retainer if you like pick up the phone when I call.
Yeah, and by the way, Sean,
scarcity is poisonous.
I just want to say, I'd love to have you on my show again, but you don't produce any other shows, so you get it. You get it.
No, I get it too.
You get it.
I used to produce a show.
And I'm totally joking. Of course, you're gonna be on again. You're great. So
that's on the record. You should have said that. No, I'd love to, man.
Yeah.
I used to do a comedy show in piano recital theater. It's like a black box theater.
Oh, I love those.
It was such a cool venue.
Do they keep the piano up there?
Yeah,
cool.
And they did not let us touch the piano.
Of course,
it's so weird.
Fair.
Every
it's an
time,
expensive instrument.
Yeah, and it's like and a part of me is like, I get them saying it, but also I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, I don't know. Comics are crazy.
Yeah, comics are insane. The most unhinged group of people.
What if I put my dick in the strings in the back?
What if I like put my beer on the piano? One time I was in college. I've always been a loner, but like,
really?
Yeah.
You don't seem. I would think that like you've got a crew that looks just like you.
You know, I mean, I've got like, I don't know, like I've got like singular friends that I'm really close with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm similar.
But like I don't know, like I just cycle through a lot of like I click like I try to like I go in and out of clicks sometimes, and I'm like,
same here.
I don't even realize
click drifter.
Click drifter. Yeah, click drifter is a great way to put it. It's like you get friends, you're like, oh wait a minute, like I'm in a click, and then my brain goes like, fuck y'all, like I'm doing my own thing.
What gets you there? Like, what do they do that makes you? Is it like after one more dinner, like a group dinner, where like the math is wrong, or like?
Honestly, it's just like I don't know. I mean, it's really my inability to. I really need a goth girlfriend. That's what I need. No, I mean it's like I just feel like it's my inability to communicate. Maybe I'm just kind of too easygoing, maybe, and like, but like when people are like condescending. I don't know. When people are like condescending or like, it's crazy. Like I'm very much like a beta male. It's so weird.
Really?
Like, yeah, like literally men will like just like touch me. It's so weird.
Are they into you?
No, like I was actually, this is crazy. I was in Seattle.
Okay.
I was at a show and this like local comic like walked up to me, had never met me before, and literally puts his finger through my like buttons.
Whoa.
And starts like rubbing my chest hair.
Weird. But what was he saying?
He was
just
like
fierce eye contact or like giggling?
He was just like stone faced, and I was like, is this a bit or something? And then he like said my like, he's like, that shirt's really gay. He's like never met me before.
But he was
like,
touching you.
Yeah, and
okay,
I was
that's
like,
projection. That's textbook. You're a good looking dude.
Yeah. Stop. Thank you.
Oh, come on. I'm sure people have told you that.
You know, and then we fucked later. It was a P&P.
Okay. Who was the top?
Me.
Okay, that's sweet. See, so you're not beta, you're verse. Y'all know what verse means?
No, I don't.
It's someone that is versatile.
Versatile switches.
Top and bottom, yeah. It used to be called a switch, now it's verse.
I'm verse.
Oh, they switched it.
I love gay culture, obviously. I'm such a gay wannabe. I like want to go to they have these things called circuit parties. It's basically like a rave for the whole weekend. And I just wish I could go like with my strap on. Nobody wants a strap on there. It's pathetic.
They want the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it.
They don't want prop comics.
I loved living in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
I loved West Hollywood.
How long were you, where were you exactly?
I was literally on Holloway Drive.
Oh,
I was like right below the Comedy Store.
So gorgeous there.
It was so fun. But it was fucking COVID, so like, you know.
Everything was, I mean, you couldn't even like fly a kite at the park.
Yeah.
It was so fascist.
Yeah. Yeah, LAPD would like shoot you.
Even if you were white. God forbid.
They're shooting white people out there.
Let us slip. James Vanderbeek left.
Yeah, so many. And I left. Well, you know, I left because like comedy was back, but it was like, you know, all the mics were at the clubs and it was like lottery bullshit. It was just, you know, I don't know.
Slotted. Lots of
slotted mics.
Fourth wall shout out.
Oh God, I was just doing endless. I have worked out jokes at fourth wall.
Wow.
I have worked out punchlines at fourth wall.
It's amazing.
So I can't totally shut down the place. And like honestly, the fact that guy made $1 million, probably he's a millionaire, just like cycling through artists is crazy, and I kind of respect it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's a need in the market for stage time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather just do it in front of my mirror than fourth wall. But
yeah, I think it's like
sometimes you can get a reaction. Sometimes,
but most of the time it's just you just end up saying I've been to so many where people just end up being like, "What are we doing here, guys?"
Yeah,
that's weird.
I cannot.
And that like, crushes, but it's like shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
it's
dude. It's very
so
comic.
Cheap.
I do find that if I do too many, just like say, you know, I come in and out a little because like if I'm on a show, like when I used to work. Like, it was always top priority, like TV writing. Like, my reps care way more about that. Like, they'll be like, we'll go to your stand-up show. But, like, it's not my bread and butter.
Right.
So, but when I do too many just comic shows, you know, I end up seeing that my material's gotten a little too dark for, like, the lay people. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you
totally.
Start to pander to the
oh,
comics.
my God. Totally. That's really bad in Austin.
Sometimes you forget that the audience that you're actually listening to they're kind of happy. Like they're
well-adjusted.
They're like happy, like especially to be there. Like they want to be there. So you can be pleasant, and that's okay.
And you go up there, like, what's up, you fucking bitch loser? Who wants to kill themselves right now?
And
what?
It's funny. Another cultural thing I'd love to hear. I don't mind if someone wants to give me a tag. Like, it seems like that's like the biggest mean thing to mansplain. Like, women complain about that a lot. They're like, oh, he wants to come give me a tag on my joke. I'm like, why not?
Yeah, just
sure, that is.
I love feedback. Yeah. I always love. This is where my brain went. I always love that. And people think it's like, oh, you think that's better than what I said? No, it's what you said, or you could go this direction as well. Like,
you're yes-anding. That's actually,
I know.
Sometimes when you need a break, it's nice to talk to improv people or like do a little bit of improv stuff because it's like, oh, look, they're not miserable.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, it's nice to go to improv because like, oh, like I'm not the least funny person I know. Whoop!
Zip zop zoop.
Zip zap zop your way back to UCB.
Oh, look, it's another human that's actually a ferret. Ooh. I'm a ferret that can like talk. I'm nefarious. Woo!
By the way, guys, seriously, Max is such a talented actor as well.
I know.
Screen actor. He looks, by the way, he's got the cheekbones. I mean, so people cast him in his stuff.
You're a leading man.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Aren't you working on a film or something?
There's one that's coming out. There's a few that's coming out.
Dude,
that's,
fuck yeah.
Plug it, babe.
Yeah, it's called Lemonade and Ninja Killface. They're both short films that are from this production company named Dollars and Donuts. And they do they do films that are a lot like kind of out of like a comic book in a way. So they're also coming out with a comic book as well from like the characters that they've had. So like they're selling it in books and bookstores and stuff like that as well.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's fun.
And then they're gonna take an AI of your face, and you'll never work again
in this
town.
Perpetuity.
In perpetuity.
Yeah.
Forever against your will. In porn.
Hentai.
In hentai.
The only live action part of a hentai movie.
Yeah. Max is just pitching it like, yeah, like it's like a film where like I get fucked in the ass.
Octopus.
Yeah, there's like there's like actually 4 or 5 octopi. It's called octoporn.
It's called bukkake octopi.
Ew, the tentacles have.
Oh god.
And it's like my face. It's like an AI of my face. It's like really artistic. It's really cool.
It's meta. There's a lot to it. It's an allegory.
It's an allegory for like
fractional reserve banking.
It's kind of like it's an allegory for like the way our economy is going, and like the QE. You never mind.
We're not even at the 6th tentacle yet. We don't talk about it.
You get it.
You got it. There's a Dutch angle. I love a Dutch angle is just a rotated angle. And they think it's like cool.
You know, it's funny. That's what Jeffrey. So right before COVID, I was on a Quibi show for like 10 minutes.
No, I want to hear about this because Quibi was like a flash, and that was like they were huge, and then they were dead.
Yeah, because they raised so much money.
Why'd they raise? They raised what, hundreds of millions at a $2 billion. They were worth like $2 billion.
Yeah,
right?
because it was Jeffrey Katzenberg and then Meg. I want to say Whitman. She
ran
for governor of California.
Yeah.
So they had so much money, and that was they were obsessed with the idea that the content could be vertical and horizontal. But I was like, isn't that just when you move your phone, that happens anyway, like on YouTube? Like I did not understand.
Yeah.
Why they thought that was so revolutionary.
So actually over COVID, it's crazy. I like had like this crazy like fevered idea with a couple of my friends that were doing stand up, and we were doing COVID. So we're like, well, let's write a show and try to sell a TV show. And like it blew up in our face, obviously. One of the guys was bipolar. I think we were probably all bipolar. But anyway, it didn't work.
Whoa.
But like
interesting.
We tried to it was like a classic project where like one of the like we're all just like, oh, like is this guy trying to stab me in the back? I'm gonna stab him in the back before he stabs me in the back.
Before you even finished it?
Yeah. And then like really like one
toxic.
page. We have like one page on a script. We're like, I want the royalties.
We're talking about points.
Yeah. We like don't have a character written, and we're like, well, I want 25% of the show if it's sold.
Back end. I want all the back end.
Yeah. I was my idea.
That's hilarious.
I want to hang out with Meg. You're not Meg's friend.
Hilarious.
But like, I learned a lot about Quibi, just through like this crazy idea of selling a show that was never going to happen. But yeah, they had this like weird technology where like apparently like I guess they're supposed to film in like a different aspect ratio, so you could like tilt your phone and it would still be like enough of a screen, so no matter how you tilt your phone, there's no like black space.
Right.
But like,
who cares?
Yeah, it turns out it doesn't matter what angle you watch it if the show sucks.
And do you remember he was so unhinged once it didn't do well when it flopped?
Really?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of interviews where Katzenberg is like blaming COVID. He's like, because it was all supposed to, everything was like in tiny increments. That was the other thing. He was like a movie in 8 minutes, or like cut up in 8 minutes. It's like what? None of it made sense, but then he was so like, he was like, well, because of COVID, nobody was in a rush anymore, and that's why it didn't work. And he was all bitter, like unhinged on like Business Insider. You've got to read it. It's
perfect.
So funny.
Every minute is each part of the hero's journey. It's perfect.
What we need, you don't even know what a fucking story circle is. Fucking dumbass journalist. It's not working because people need to be on New York subways.
Yeah, exactly.
They need to be on the subways or business is going to fail.